Yo, what's going on, guys? We are here with the next team on our list, year 3 of what to expect from the Phoenix Suns. I want to hear 3 things from you guys down below. What do you guys, first off, expect the Suns' record to be? How far will they go? And the third question is, who's going to be the team's X factor? Okay, excluding Devin Booker and Chris Paul, will DeAndre Ayton take his game to a new level? Will Mikal Bridges do that? I personally think that if it's not one of those two guys, the return of Dario Saric is underrated, and people don't like. I think people have forgotten how much Dario Saric helped this team out. Now let's get right into today's video. Let me hear your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe for over 150 videos a month, 5 videos a day regarding every team in the NBA, every facet of the NBA, including the draft, the offseason, everything. And let's go into it, guys. The current roster is DeAndre Ayton, Bismack Biyombo, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Torrey Craig, Jay Crowder, Frank Jackson, Cam Johnson, Jock Landale, Damian Lee, Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot, Josh Okogie, Chris Paul, Cam Payne, Dario Saric, Landry Shamet, and then Ish Wainwright and Dwayne Washington Jr. on two-ways, as their two-ways are filled up. So the current roster, they already have 3, 9, 12, 15. So one guy's going to have to get cut. If I have to say, if anybody was going to get cut, it's either Frank Jackson or Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot. Frank Jackson has the shooting. Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot has the two-way ability. And for me, when I look at this team, I think the starting lineup very similar to last year. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, and probably Cam Johnson with Jay Crowder on the way out. And hopefully they can get something on. I've been saying that they should package Jay Crowder and Landry Shamet together and just try to move off of Landry Shamet's deal. And I expect the team's rotation to be Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, DeAndre Ayton with, Dario Saric being the backup power forward / center, and then Bismack Biyombo and Jock Landale as the reserve front court. Then Mikal Bridges is probably going to be backed up by a combination of Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot, Torrey Craig, and Josh Okogie. While if you go to shooting guard, Devin Booker's probably going to be backed up by a combination of Landry Shamet and Damian Lee, and maybe even a little bit of Dwayne Washington when he's called up. And then Chris Paul, primary backup campaign. And that's why Frank Jackson has an earshot to make the team, because they don't really have a true backup point guard behind Cameron Payne. And unless you want to consider Damian Lee part of that. But the big question with the Phoenix Suns this season is, can Chris Paul hold up healthy all season? And it might be, we're not going to question Chris Paul's production. He's been super good since arriving to Phoenix. But the thing is, he's getting older, and he had health issues in the playoffs. Paul turns 38 in May, and his age hasn't slowed him down. He's been superhuman in regards to that, but that'll happen. He's played 70 and 65 games in his 2 seasons with Phoenix, and it might be time to reduce his load so he can be ready to go during the postseason, which I think some people are definitely looking at. And now I do believe that the Phoenix Suns are a team that I think their problems are going to come with, I think, wing depth. And I love this team, okay? That's why I think if they can get a couple wing guys, maybe a wing and a point guard for Landry Shamet and Jay Crowder, I think it's not a bad team. And you're looking at a team that I think they have the things to move forward with. Now, as we just had recently media day, their really only additions were Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot and Frank Jackson. And this is a team that, first off, it's an interesting season as they're overcoming the turmoil with their owner, and there's just some dysfunctionality. It seems like, maybe, I want to hear you guys, just the media is making it seem like that they're having something going on in their locker room. And also, they lost a Game 7 last season, and they need to prove to the rest of the league that they aren't frauds. And like I said, Chris Paul's not getting any younger, and they need to capitalize on this window. So there's a lot of things going on with the year. But for me, this is a team that, I guess, they're up for sale, but they're a good squad capable of winning big games, and it's all about putting it together. They have back-to-back coach of the year in Monty Williams. Like, Monty Williams is a freaking phenomenal coach, and they're healthier. I think there's a lot going right for them, but there's definitely some questions surrounding this team. And I think it's just, well, their defense will, somebody's gonna have to take a jump. I think there's a few things, that are not reasons to concerns, but it's definitely interesting because moving on without Jay Crowder is a guy who carved out a role as a guy who could hit 3-point shots and defend at a high level multiple positions. And now with him out, Darius Saric is coming back. He's awesome, but he hit the hardwood floor for Croatia during the FIBA basketball tournament, and he got some reps, so he should be a bit, ready sooner rather than later. But I think, and we found out that the reason why Jay Crowder wanted to leave was because he wasn't going to have a starting role. So I think that's definitely something that's, look at that. But hey, I thought this was a team that, for what they did, look, they lost to, when they failed to slow down Luka Doncic, they needed to upgrade this perimeter, and losing Jay Crowder might not be the best thing, but if they can find a deal where they can get guys to play that defense. And look, Saric, I love him. I think he's good. I think Torrey Craig's going to get some more minutes too. I think Torrey Craig's going to have to step up. He kind of became background noise. But yeah, I definitely think it's, when I look at this, if Jay Crowder's traded, and I don't even know, I've seen, Jetty Osman and Lamar Stevens could be packaged if they send him to the Cavaliers and they could get another wing. Well, let's just take Jay Crowder out of here. And depending on whatever they get, Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson are the starters, with Torrey Craig and Darius Saric helping out Cam Johnson as backups, while Mikal Bridges will also be backed up by Torrey Craig, but also Josh Okogie and Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot. And those guys, I think, are the ones that are going to have to, are the big ifs. Will they be able to hold up? Will they be able to help them continue to be a good team? Because, I do like this squad, and I think they're capable of, I don't know if they'll be as good as last year, but I still think they could be a top 6 seed in this coming season. It's just about the health and being able, that wings, the power forward, small forward depth is a little bit lacking, unlike the recent years. So that's where, when I look at this team, that's my only worry. But besides that, I think this is a team in good shape to go deep into the playoffs. I just can't put my money into them being, championship contenders yet, because I don't know if that's true or not. But I'd love to see them. I think, a lot of people are acting like they're going to be way worse than they actually are. I don't think it's that dramatic of a situation. I think everything will be fine. But I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? I'm going off screen. Can you guys hear me? I have an NBA show you guys should check out. It's a good time. Links in the description. But hit that subscribe button if you guys did enjoy. That's basically today's episode. Peace out.